Hey guys, TRScientist here, and today I'm back for day 20 of r/PettyRevenge. No, 22. Day 22. Why am I getting my days mixed up? I literally just listened to the last episode, it was on day 21. I'm past 3 weeks at this point. I'm past 7 weeks at this point. Why have I not getting better at this? Today, I have 4 stories. I don't know how long they are. It might be 5. First up, we have try to take up an entire train seat. Guess I'm going to be your new friend. I take the train into work every morning. It's nice to sit and have a coffee and get ready for the day on the way in. In the trains, most seats will fit 2 people, except for the end car seats, which can fit up to 4. And the trains fill up on the way in, and usually people end up having to stand in the aisles if they have the misfortune of getting on at the later stops. Luckily, I have an early enough stop that there's always seats available. I noticed that there was one guy who was getting on and then taking one of the end car seats and then spreading his bag and computer and everything else out across the seat so no one else could sit in the end car seat. So I made it my goal every morning to find him on the train, and before he's able to pull all his crap out and spread it out all over the seat, to sit down right across from him. So far, I'm up to 8 days in a row. Ha! You've done it 8 times in a row? Like 8 days in a row? That's really impressive. It's just like, I want this whole section to myself because I need to do work. No, that's not the rules of a train. You need to learn to share. Take my seat and tell me off for not being seated, then give it back. Me and my friend went to see Aquaman last month. We buy our usual seats, middle seats on the back row, and then head into the theatre. As we get to the back row, we realise that there is an old couple sitting exactly in our seats. Instead of telling them to move, we decide to sit on the end of the back row instead. But now the screen is off centre, so we move a row forward and sit in the centre, off by 2 seats, just so we aren't sat directly in front of the couple. We settle into our seats, then suddenly I'm tapped on the shoulder. I look up to see the old lady stand above me and she says, "Are you settled now, girls?" in a stern tone. I open my mouth to reply, but before she continues, "You're hopping all over the place. Where are your seats? This is rude." Now I'm annoyed. I was trying to be nice, non-disruptive, but the old crone was being so rude. So I stand up, pick up my things, and gesture my friend to come with me. We get to the back row, and I walk down right to where they are. She asked me what I was doing, so I pulled out my phone torch and showed them our tickets. Then to the number on their chairs. "You're in our seats." She started to splutter about how they were there first, but we just stood there waiting. They weren't budging until they saw a theatre worker enter the screen. The old man apologized, but the old woman just continued complaining about kids having no respect. But we got to enjoy the movie in our own seats. Worth it, even if the movie was shite. TLDR, old couple took our seats in the theatre, in the cinema. Told us off when we tried finding new seats, so we made them move out of our original seats. They weren't hopping around. They literally went to one set of seats, but the screen was off center for them, so they moved to a different set of seats. Nothing else. That's what you get if you talk. Like, if you're gonna talk and you're in the person's seat, don't do anything. Like, don't get mad. I had guys sit in our seats. I'm like, at first I'm like, okay, I'll just sit somewhere else. But I decided I'll at least mention the fact that they actually sat in our seats. And I didn't get mad. I'm just like, no, it's okay. You can have the seats. We've got different seats to sit at. So it was an okay story in the end. No one got in trouble. No one got told off or anything like that. It was just misunderstanding, and like I took action to explain what was going on, but I didn't give a damn about the fact that they took our seats. Neighbor didn't like how I did my own lawn. I moved into my house around the same time as my next door neighbors. New construction neighborhood. We both do our lawns. They bag their cuttings. I self-mulch, leave the cuttings mulched on the lawn, and don't bag. One day I mow the lawn and leave for some errands. I come home to the cuttings I had left on the lawn all raked up and thrown over my front porch / door with a threatening note telling me if this ever happened again and I didn't do my lawn properly, from now on, there would be consequences and it would be worse next time. I went over to my neighbor's house, told her I would call the police for threatening me if she ever pulled a stunt like this again, and that next time she had a problem, maybe try talking with me like an adult, and gave her my phone number. Her husband apologized and said his wife was batshit crazy and he was really sorry. Wife never apologized. Then I promptly didn't mow the front lawn for over 6 months. No HOA. Made sure to mow the backyard and make a display of bagging those cuttings and carrying them out for the neighbor to see, but kept the front nice and overgrown. I also ended up having her car towed from in front of her own house. Coincidentally, code enforcement can't force you to mow your own lawn, but if you leave a vehicle on the street for over 72 hours without moving it, they'll impound. $600 later, she got her car back, and I haven't heard a peep from her since. Edit. Because you all kept saying he and him, referring to OP, I'm a female. Women can own their own houses and do the lawn too. Or not in this case. A little bit of sexism in the comments, I see. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Mess with me, will ya? So, for starters, I'm really a chill and laid back guy. Today is my birthday and I was heading into the office and decided to treat myself to a McDonald's coffee. I know, you're already impressed. Birthday and and I'm splurging by getting coffee at McDonald's. What can I say? I'm pretty goddamn boring. Yep. Anyways, go through the drive-thru, and it's one of the divided ones where the lines are supposed to stagger in a zipper fashion as to promote efficiency and not fuck up the orders. So I choose the inside lane and make my order at the speaker box. The car on the outside lane has already ordered, and I wave her on in front of me. There is a slight pause at the window, apparently, and when she goes, the car directly behind her, some cunt in a white Honda, just darts in directly behind her, almost clipping my front end, all the while blasting her fucking horn and glaring at me like I just slapped a fucking kid or something. Typically, I would respond in kind to that sort of thing, but I run a business in this fairly small town, and you never know who's watching. So I just smile at her, which seemed to have pissed her off more. Then I remembered my son's girlfriend was working the window. So I called her out and told her I was in line. I asked her to take a look at the white Honda and please give her the royal treatment. When the woman got to the window, she was told that her order would take a few minutes and could she pull over to the waiting area and they'll bring it out right. I could hear some of the exchange at the window and could make out she was none too happy. As I passed by her while sipping my coffee, I politely waved. I got a text back later in the morning from my son's girlfriend that they got her order wrong 3 times. Yes, that was petty, but do I feel pleasantly vindicated by this event? Indeed I do. Happy birthday to me. Just nicely handled on your birthday as well. Well done. That's just well handled. And last up, I'll fly my flag when I want to, Homeowners Association. So a while back, I was given a UGA Bulldogs flag and a flagpole to mount it on my porch. Homeowners Association HOA restrictions say that sport team flags can only be flown on a day in which the team is playing. My intention was to only fly it on Saturdays when the football team was playing. So I put the flag up on a Saturday the Dogs were playing, but forgot to take it down until Monday. On Friday, I get a letter from the HOA saying I am in violation of the restriction and could be fined. Okay, fair enough, they are correct on this one. Then I noticed that the date of observation was on Wednesday. I called and said that couldn't be true because I took it down on Monday. Instead of admitting her mistake, she lied and she said that she had seen it up on Wednesday. Now, I was mad. I printed off a schedule of every sporting event the Bulldogs had in every sport, even club sports, and then proceeded to fly the flag every single day there was any kind of game, match, regatta, etc., which was almost every single day. I then started getting letters stating I was in violation again. I'd call on each one and explain that the water polo team had a match or the rowing team had a regatta on those days. About a month or two of this back and forth, they finally gave up. It's just like, I'll fly this flag whenever I want to. It's like, oh, you are kidding me. And I love how you literally went and printed a schedule of every sporting event the Dogs are in, which is every single fucking sport, basically. Just all those were simple things, just very simple moves to ruin someone else's day. But anyways, links will be in the description to my main channel and also this channel that you're watching this video on that has links to the playlist and the last episode. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding, a ding. I'm the Mad Scientist out.